Welcome back. We're here again with another week of pool. Uh, Doing my 8-ball match from last Thursday. Sorry, Tuesday. Getting my days mixed up. This guy lagged good. We played again a 9-ball, and his lag was even better than that. So uh, this is a good match. He goes to 4. I go to 5. You see our skill levels down there. Little weird warping stuff going on there with the camera, people walking by it. So we broke dry. I did play around with these colors a little bit because it was really whitewashed in the middle there. It's the first time filming on the GoPro, and I've got some tweaking it. This was a little, I had to turn the camera a little further away, so that's why it's not quite as good. When it was in the table right in front of me, it was a lot better. So I've got, that's circle. I've got a 1-ball here, a 5-ball here. I could take this stripe here. I could take this stripe here. I've got a lot of options. We'll just say that way. So I go with the solid so that I could get shape on this 2-ball right back here to try to get shape on that 3. But I overran. I wanted to stay up here, but I didn't get it. So now I've got to change. So now I've got option of a 6-ball either here or here because it was still early in the match, and I like my side pockets. I chose side pocket, and I missed. It'll happen. Just got to take it early on in the match. Hope you settle in. So now he's stripe. He could go this ball here. He can go this ball here. And I mean, you could try to back cut this one inside. Don't really like that. You could cut this 10-ball up here. So he has a lot of options too. So I didn't control Whitey good enough on that one to keep them from having options. Kind of want to limit their options if you miss. But I would have had my 1-ball here and could have cleaned up this next and then got back down for my 3-7 and then 8's right there. So it goes for the 10 and just misses it. So now he's got this guy in trouble right here. And then I still have these two to deal with, which that one isn't too hard because this goes here and then this will go there afterwards. So I'm trying to go ahead and run into that. So what my plan was, but I caught my 4-ball on the way over. So that ruined that. So now I'm going here and try to pull this cue ball right down here. Something like this is what I'm looking at. So that way, if I made it, I would have put the 4 and made the 10 and play it as a defense and just leave it there. And, missing it, I wanted to block the really any open shots. So I did okay on that, but it could have been better. There he goes, tries that. Misses. He's left me a 3-ball. And of course, I could play off the 4 to make this right now, but it's too far away. I don't like it. And then I could thin the 1 this way, but that doesn't benefit me because it's coming back fast this way. I could mess that whole situation up. So I don't want to mess that up. So I choose to go the more reliable way here. Try to control it for the 7. And then from here, I want to come off of this ball into the rail and then try to get back up here, either in this area or bounce back up to about here where I can either play off of the 4 like I talked about or shoot the 4 into the 10. So that was my thinking behind this. So there's only one choice here because 1 ball, there's no way I'm getting to that guy. He's back behind these 2. So I've got to shoot this. So I shoot it as a defense. Oh yeah, I haven't been keeping up with innings. Not that they really matter. But they end on me. So we're at 2. So I got my defense. I hooked him. Got what I wanted. He had to kick it his. Doesn't hit any. So now you've got to make the choice of which one of these do you address first, this one or this one. And just due to the way it is, I chose the one ball because I didn't want to. I got this in the way and this line here. I just didn't want to risk getting hooked on those things and not get a shot on the one ball. And I knew that I could get a shot on the four ball after making this one. So I go around and I went a little further than I wanted. But I do have a line right here. If I can stay on that line, I can make that 8 ball. And I just barely got back into that line. It was super close. I don't know if it was the spin of the ball or a little table roll, but something got me back over in there where I needed to be. So there we are. One game down. He racks fast, don't he? All right, I dropped a solid. So I'm solids. So the main things is what I'm pointing at there is this. That's a problem. This ball only has limited pockets because it doesn't go here. And this ball can only go about this line right here, so there's no pocket there for it. So those are the two things I got to address on my solids. And I'm looking at my angle. I'm probably going to crash right into this ball, which would keep me from getting, a run over here into the 5. So I don't want to address that yet. I want to go ahead and get the 7 ball in, shoot it down here, come across, something like that. There you go. And then now I have this one or this one that I can shoot to try to do something here. So I did that with it because I had a good angle to go straight across to get to that 3. I got it, but nothing good out of it because now it's blocked this way by that ball and it's blocked this way by this ball. So these two are a problem. So now I'm looking at 5 ball does go. Can I come down this way and bump it out even more, or maybe this way and bump it in and out? That's what I was looking at there. And it gets a little touchy here on that. So, but I don't see any other option but to try that right now. Because if I shoot the 1 ball from right here, it's just really thin back cut and it'd be hard to get a benefit out of it. So what do? Put myself right back in the same spot. So now my choices are very limited because this pocket to the 3 straight, you can see that ball probably just barely out of the line. But if we're going into the rail and back, that's definitely blocked. The only thing I could potentially do is kick into the rail behind it for this pocket, but very low percentage there. And I'm waiting on a guy to shoot on the other table right now. So the only thing I have is to cut this in here and then try to come off of this rail and into it like that. So that's my thought, but we'll see what happens. I should have fast forwarded this part when I was editing. I would have sped it up. Forgot how long this was. Oh, I closed it. So he ended up taking 1 shot, and cue ball rolls right back there in that same spot from him. So now I got to wait on him to take his 2nd shot. And okay, here we go. So I'm putting left spin on it to hold it, but I didn't put quite enough. Just barely missed it. So now my choice that I have really is just just this shot right here, and hope I don't hit this one. So that's where I'm going. And this one was too much in my head, and I didn't hit it right. So now, if he addresses these right, there's a run out. I mean, there's a run out almost every time if you do it right, but okay, you got good there. Now the main thing is this ball has a clear path right in there. So if he just plays this like right out, my goodness, these people moving my camera. If he just gets right out here, is ideal. And he got the line, he just smashed it. So now he's gone down to this ball's blocked. I wouldn't cut this one, or this one. So he's got one shot. He missed. Had he not moved everything, he would have had this ball over here because it would have been closer to the pocket. But he did leave me clear line to the pocket. So I'll do that and come around 2 rails. I was just willing to accept whatever I got on the 8. I'll make my shot there. So that way, that's right. Yeah, because I ran down to there. Okay, there we go. Here's another game. 2-0. Nice little bank to get out, and I just felt it safer than cutting in the side. All right, game 3. Got me a stripe down. This is where things get interesting because we got a shot here. This ball is blocked by this. So I have that shot. And I mean, you do kind of have this one over here, but that's iffy. You know, I don't like that second option. I like the cutting in the side. I like side pockets. So, all right, so I get good there. Now I've got this ball here to kind of hold in this area if I shoot it right. So let's see what I do. Now I've got to go forward, I think. Yep. Got a bump. Now this is my only problem ball here, but I've got a line that connects me right there. Didn't get it quite the way I wanted to, but I got it. Now all I got to do is cut this in, come 2 rails out here for, yeah, there went all that. And I missed my shot. So there's another inning. We're up to 4, I think. So he's got some problems. He's got this little clutter. That's not what I pressed. This little clutter here. And then he's got these 3 right here that he's got to find a pocket for because of my ball in the corner. So now he cuts this one here. It's about the only shot he has. Everything else is kind of tied up. Made a good shot there. Got no love out of it. Now, I'm pretty sure this ball passes right here. Other than that, all you really have is a bank shot like this. And that you have to have some confidence to shoot that one. And he went with the 6 ball. I mean, it did develop it, and he almost made it 2 rails, but at the same time, I still I don't know if I'd have shot it that way. But I'm not sure if that 7 went all the way up there. Not sure at all. So from here, I could just go into the 5 and make the 11, but I don't like the way these 2 are sitting. So trying to get good shape on them after this, I just didn't like that option. So I went ahead to go with a tougher shot to get everything opened up. Because I mean, the 6 ball right here, that was blocking that ball, so I had to shoot it. had to find a way to shoot it eventually, and it was there. So now I can, I don't know why I said hit into the 5 ball. I can hit into the 11 ball, and now I save that for there to give me my shape on the 8 ball. Now I just shoot it right here. There we are, game 3 in the books. And we're at 5 innings. I was wrong. Didn't mean to bring that up. All right, let's see what I do here. Okay, I got a stripe in. Don't have a lot of options to open up. I do have this ball here, even though it may not look like it goes, but it does. But I want to save that for my key ball. I don't want to go ahead and shoot it and, you know, not have that. So I decide to take this and shoot it here, bring it over here. And my plan was to get this off of that rail to come back up a little bit this way. That would give me this ball, or this ball is what that was my hopes. But we'll see here what happens. I didn't hold it enough, so I didn't stay up this way off of it, which pretty well took those shots out of it. So now I'm tree topped over the top of this ball and shooting this one here. That's really the only shot I have. So I get that nice fortunate bump there off of his. So now my plan is to come down around here and there, but I didn't get that. Instead, here I am over here. So now all I have is a back cut here, and it's a steep one. Rearrange the furniture completely, and I am just barely hooked by that 2 ball. So I've got to masse around. I mean, it's just a fraction, and I've got to hold it for that ball, so I've got to hit low with the spin, which I've not done a lot of that. So that's tricky. So it pulled it back just a little bit, and it made it. So now I'm in go mode here because I do that, take this and bump into those, and I'll get my separation and just hope that the 8 ball lands somewhere I can make it. So I got a good small bump on the bottom side of the 4, so it only moved the 8. That helped, and it gave me a nice line right here. Boom. Now there's 4 games down and still 5 innings. So this has been a really good match. My best before this was a 6-inning game where I think I kicked 2 8 balls in and made it 8 on the break on the last game. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I made one of each. So what I'm looking at here is this and this, because that 7 ball right here blocks this pocket. That's out. So that ball has to come over here. This right here, well, what do I do that if I shoot solid? So I decided stripes has less issues, and my first shot there had the perfect line to get right behind that 11 ball. So now shoot that. I can go ahead and take this one now, or I can take this one. I like the second option, so I can just float right down here, and that will get me to that ball. And then I come, if I get the right angle on it, I'll just come up a little bit, and I'll have this ball on the side, and that'll leave me this ball as my key ball, because where it's sitting now, that 8 ball goes right here. So if I don't mess anything up, I like that option better to get to my 8 ball. So I got up just a little like I wanted. And that gives me into the rail and up. Problem is I let it carry a little too far forward and I hit it too hard. So now I'm I don't have the good angle. Now I'm going towards that 3 ball off of the 10. So I'd say, okay, if I hit it soft enough, the 3 won't get in the way. So I'll go ahead and go with the shot anyways. And yeah, just a little bit too hard, because now this pocket is out. You can see I was pretty happy about it there. But it put me in a pretty good spot from where I was, because now I've got a 1 rail right over where I need to be. Just like that. Shoot the 8 ball right here. And if I make that, that's the match. So that was everything in a nutshell right there. And I think that was a pretty good match. We never really got to see how he shoots. So that means I did good. You know, if you never know how they play, that means you didn't give him a chance. And he did have a couple chances, and he missed the shots. But he showed up later in 9 ball. So I'll look at probably doing that one and posting shortly after. So that way you can see how he played in 9 ball. I played nowhere near this good in 9 ball. No, nobody to blame but me. I just didn't show up on that one. So that's all I have for this one. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Do all that. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. But comment. Give me some comments. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.